So this video is going to be about my first Amazon return. We bought this game for our daughter for Christmas, so we had it in our house for a couple of weeks, ordered off Amazon, and when our daughter opened this on Christmas morning, she was super excited because it has 500 games. It's like in a little shape of like a little Game Boy, and it was super cool. And she started playing for a little bit, and then after an hour or so, the screen started going dark, and I just assumed it was running out of battery. These things don't come fully charged when they ship, so I just plugged it into the micro USB cable that it came with, and I thought I'd come back in a couple of hours and give it back to my kid and then she can keep playing. The first thing that suggested there was an issue was that there was no charging light. And I thought, well, this is a bit odd, but it is cheap. It was only like 30 something bucks. Maybe there's just no charging light and you just come back and check in a couple of hours. But when I did come back in a couple of hours, the first thing I discovered was that, yes, the screen was back on. So that sounded promising. But when I unplugged it from the cable was like super hot as in burning your hands hot. Like I couldn't touch it and I had to put it down straight away. So I unplugged it, gave it back to my kid. She played with it for maybe 10 minutes and the screen went dark again. So that's a bit odd. Plugged it back into the thing, same thing happened, super hot cable, like literally smoking hot. And because I wasn't sure whether maybe the cable was faulty, I got a hold of another micro USB cable and actually swapped the charging adapter as well, just in case it was that. Did the same thing, 2 minutes later, super hot. So what I'm thinking is that there's a fault in this thing, and I'll just quickly show you. It looks pretty cool. It literally looks like a Game Boy. And it might still have enough charge to turn on. It turns on, it lasts like that for about 2 minutes and then it goes away. But as I said, you can't physically charge this thing. And that's the biggest issue. Even though it looks nice, it does feel super cheap. It's like one of those things you get like by putting a coin in one of those gotcha machines. It really doesn't have a good feel to it. And so what I'm doing now is I started a return process on Amazon and it's super easy. So I just went to the order page of where I ordered this thing, and then there's this thing that says start a return. And all you have to do is click on that and it asks you the reason why you're returning, whether it's a faulty item, it's a wrong item, you ordered the wrong item, they delivered the wrong item, the item was unsuitable. There's lots of other options, and I've just put like, this thing does not charge properly and the cable overheats. I've tried different cables and the same thing happens. And basically it initiates a return, and all it does is it asks you to do one of three things. The first thing it asks you after that is, do you want a credit back on your credit card, which you purchased it, which will take a while, or they will immediately recredit your Amazon account once they receive the item back. You have the option of then going to a post office or going to one of their locations, which I'm not going to do, but you go to the post office and then you have the option of either printing out a return label at home or getting the post office to print out a return label, and I chose the latter. When the post office reopens after the holidays, we're just going to package this thing up and send it back, and hopefully the refund will come pretty soon. I do not recommend this thing, just as a last comment of this video. It is a really simple game and it is really fun for little kids, and even though the screen is tiny, it is actually something they can carry around, and it's only, like I said, 35 bucks or so, and it's not going to break the bank if they drop it. It does feel flimsy, it doesn't feel like it's going to last, but it would be good if it charged. There are other things that I'm looking into on Amazon which is like this. They're a little bit more expensive, but they're a little bit more fully featured, and hopefully they will work better than this. I seriously cannot recommend this thing because it is faulty. There are not a lot of reviews on Amazon about this device. It still gets like 3.5 or 4 stars, but the 1-star ratings are the ones that say it doesn't work. So it concerns me when the negative ratings is not like, it's just a crappy game and it's not fun. The fact that a lot of the ratings, there's only like 15, but 2 or 3 say it just doesn't work. And these reviews actually came on after we bought this thing, so it's not like I saw them and I was stupid enough to buy it anyway. So I just can't recommend this. I'm going to return it. I'm going to leave a comment below once I get some news about it, and I may try and pin it to the comments and let you know how it all went and whether I got the refund straight away. But thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll catch you next time, hopefully with a better device than this. Bye.